Okay, so with some of the reviews that we had done in the past, we put a little bit of a contest in some of these videos that we were going to do a 500 subscriber giveaway, and we have sprawled out here some of the things that we're going to include. Well, all of the things we're going to include in that pack for the giveaway. That comes out. Well, the contest finishes on Tuesday, but we'll announce the winner on Wednesday. So this is what you can expect to get in your little grab bag. I've got, I'll put a description in the box for where to watch that video. If you haven't done that yet, please check that out. We really appreciate the support, and this is really all for you guys. So we kind of picked some of the stuff that we like to use on trails, some of the stuff that we featured in some of our videos, and we wanted to include that as a, more or less a thank you for the support and all that kind of stuff that we've been getting from you guys. So without further ado, this is kind of our selection of what we picked out for the 500 giveaway bag, and I'll start with you, and we'll kind of go through what we have in this kind of giveaway box. So.
All right, absolutely. So like he was saying, we wanted to include some things that we kind of really enjoy using, some things that we figured out so that we could share those with you kind of more on an intimate level. First thing, one time I was on a trip. I had a couple days left in the trip, and somehow or another I lost my toothbrush. It was a small cut down standard toothbrush, and I was really bothered by the fact that I lost this toothbrush in the woods, and it was going to lay there for a million years while it broke down and went away. And I hated the thought that I had that kind of impact on the earth. So immediately when I got home after that trip, I decided that I needed to find a better way to have dental hygiene on the trail. So I did some research, and I found woobamboo makes a completely biodegradable bamboo toothbrush. So I picked up a pack. It's a 2-pack. I like to use the kids version of them. It has a little bit smaller head, and it's a shorter handle, a little bit lighter weight. And I actually have mine right here. I totally UL nerd cut it off and kind of rounded up, sanded the edge there, and this is an excellent toothbrush. So we're going to throw a 2-pack of those biodegradable bamboo toothbrushes in the bag here.
One of the things that I always use and keep buying these, and I know that you can use these for like a multiple option list if you put it in your cook kit, or you just put them for a sweat rag, but I always, if I can not hit the camera, I always use a LightLoad towel. A lot of people hate these because of that emblem on there, that's just annoying, so people will cut them. So we're just going to put a whole one in here. This is the 12 by 12, so you guys can trim this to what you want, but I always like these things. I think these are super useful, and I use them every time I go, regardless of whether I have it in my cook kit or not. So we're going to include one of those in there for sure.
Absolutely. One of the things we're absolutely passionate about is DIY. We love making our own gear. We love making things that are going to be useful for us and help with organization, help with kind of keeping things together. So I have I did a video on how to make this, so it's got the sizes and everything on it. It's a Drawstring stuff sack made from 0.51 ounce per square yard Dyneema composite fabric, DCF, and I've got it folded up in here, but came in at 0.07 ounces, I believe. Really lightweight. It's a nice large bag. It's equal in size to Z-Pack's small bag, and it's in the video where I show the tutorial on how to make this. I can fit my tarp in here with my Cuban bathtub floor and my bug net. I can fit extra changes of clothes in here. So it's a very universal bag, good size. It does have a boxed off bottom, so it's a nice, I think it's a very well-rounded design, so I'm including that DCF bag in here.
We kind of had some ideas for doing some box name brand stuff that wasn't always DOI, that seems like we can never have either one enough of, or they always get bent or lost or something like that, at least with some of my stuff. So we wanted to include some of the just some extra little knick-knack stuff that we have on trail. These will all be brand new and everything like that. So the TOAKS Titanium bowl, what is it called? The smoothed over bowl long handle spoon from TOAKS will be in this as well. Something that we've obviously always had some form of spoon like this, very lightweight titanium. Of course, you know all about these spoons, so this is nothing new, but one we had picked up just for this because we wanted it to be newer and everything. So definitely going to be a part of it.
All right, so keeping with the DIY here on my side of the table, I'm going to include the tent light. This is the small DCF lantern that I make myself, and this one's brand new. I wanted to kind of bring mine out here so I could show you exactly what it looks like, but this is an exact match to what I carry. On the draw cord, I have a small mitten hook, and then inside the lantern there is a very small keychain light. It does have you can replace the battery in it, and it's not just a momentary light where you push the button to turn it on. It actually has a switch to turn it on and keep it on full time. And then I have a small reflective patch in the bottom of the bag there, and basically all you do when you use this thing is I usually just reach through the bag, click the light on. I keep it cinched up for the most part, and I can blow it up. And of course it's light out here right now, so it's really hard to tell, but this will illuminate my entire inside of my tent, giving me plenty of light to move around, or even if I wanted to read at night or something like that. I got a lot of questions about this when I showed this as one of the things in my luxury items, so I wanted to make one of these and include it in the giveaway as well.
Definitely the coolest thing he's made thus far, at least in terms of use and all that. But I'm kidding. I have some we have some small titanium V-Stakes from TOAKS, again keeping with that kind of little knick-knack theme. These are the I think number 3, but they're just the very lightweight ones that I use only these. So these are again all new. We'll have them in the pack as well. But there's 6 in here, so in case you need some extra tile cords or anything for anything tent-wise, I know they're pretty universal. So we'll include those as well. And then you've got some very miniature, like very small scale stuff that he's included with this stuff. So please, I'll
absolutely.
Take it away.
Okay, so first things first, I want to get this guy out of the way. This is a zip Firestarter. Growing up in the Gulf Coast and then moving to the Midwest not too long ago, there's always damp wood and things like that. And when I do choose to build a campfire when I get to camp, I need something that's really gonna just give me the fire starting power to get those little damp sticks and things like that started, so I can get my bed of coals going. This is the absolute best fire starter I've ever found. It's made of a compressed fiber material. I would almost compare it to like a lint material, and then it's soaked in kerosene or something like that. But it weighs absolutely nothing. It's super light. It's got a nice size to it. Easy to carry. All you do is light the bag on the outside, and it starts one of the most intense fires that I usually I can't think of a time I had a problem where this wouldn't get a fire started. I mean,
the last time we used it was in the rain.
It rained for like 2 days straight before we started the fire, and then rained during the fire, and we were able to get a little fire going and enjoy that as well. So on to the tiniest of knickknacks I could find to put in here. So a lot for fun. One of the things I like to carry in my ditty bag is a miniature, just one-time use super glue. So here is mine. I carry that in my first aid kit, repair kit kind of part of my ditty bag, and so I wanted to put one of those in there. The other thing in this bag is individual single-use eye wash. So one time I was on a trip and had a multi-day trip going. I was at the very beginning of the trip, and I'm walking down the trail, gust of wind comes, I had a piece of dust or dirt blow into my eye, and it was irritated for the entire day and really just put a damper on that entire first day of the trip. Overnight I slept, obviously my eye washed itself out, kind of got that out of there, but ever since then I have carried something like this in my ditty bag, and I'm putting a sleeve of them comes with 5, so I'm going to put 5 of them in there, and I cut the bottom of it off so that it's a real tiny little tube there, and I just throw a couple of these in my ditty bag, and that way if I ever get anything in my eye again, I can rinse it out. There's absolutely no weight penalty for this, and it's just something, that little extra thing that you might not even think about it, but if it ever happens, you can save a trip with something like this, and that's super important to me.
And it's nothing that you can't just open, like you don't need scissors or a knife to open these. They do have like a little twist off cap.
Yeah,
so you can
absolutely.
just take it if you need to. It's something since I figured out they made those, I've always included those too now, so.
Yeah. I'm going to include this is a brand new eyedropper bottle, or not eyedropper, but a dropper bottle. It comes with ice drops, breath drops, for, I don't know, having good breath instead of chewing gum or something like that. So this is a brand new one. It's filled with the ice drops, but what I do with that is once it's empty, I actually... I've carried this one has been with me for years, but you can actually pop the cap out of it, and I popped the cap out, cleaned it really well, and then I fill it up with Dr. Bronner's and throw it in my ditty bag, and it's immeasurable the amount of how much cleaner you can get by using soap and actually lathering the soap when washing your hands, washing anything up, as opposed to just using hand sanitizer. This is, I mean, it cleans so much better than just using hand sanitizer or a wet wipe or something like that. So I'm going to include this little bottle so that you can do that as well. Couple of other things. I always seem to have trouble with getting chapped lips on trail. So of course, how on earth could I bring myself to carry a full-size chapstick? So I found that Lightsmith sells a miniature chapstick, and so I picked up a Lip Naturals brand mini lip balm, and this is tea tree mint flavor, and I'm going to throw one of those in there. And then the best kind of blister prevention or treatment that I've been able to find is LUKO tape. LUKO tape is waterproof. You could stick a patch over a hot spot on your foot and it'll stay on there through sweat and water and dirt and an entire trip. It'll stay on there for days until you remove it, and it doesn't leave a sticky residue on your skin, and it's just very strong. So Lightsmith actually understands that not everybody wants to go out and buy an entire roll of LUKO tape for $12 or $14, and they sell these really small single rolls of LUKO tape, and it's just wrapped around a straw in the center there, and I want to say this is it's a half inch wide, and it's a half a yard. So we're looking at an 18-inch long piece, inch and a half wide, and you can throw that in your bag. And I've carried I carried one until I ran out, and then I actually picked these up in a 3-pack, and I just started a brand new roll. So I've got a brand new roll that I put in my ditty bag, and definitely wanted to give you one to put in your ditty bag. So LUKO tape, definitely the way to go for stuff like that.
So yeah, this is some stuff that we've made, or you've made, and stuff that we found that's it's almost in one of those categories where it's not so much of a necessity, but once you have it or you wish you had it, it's the best thing ever. And some of the very small scale, if you can squint enough on this video, you can see some of the stuff, but it's really good to have, and we have honestly just included them in our stuff sacks that we've taken on trail and stuff. That's kind of fun, but also it can really help save some, not only weight as we're becoming obsessed with, but also a whole day of get something in your eye or something like that, or you can't start a fire, yeah, anything like that. So this is just kind of a look at what we're bringing into the what we're having in a little giveaway bag, and we'll, like I said, announce that on Wednesday. I'm going to link the video to apply to it to enter the contest in the description box below, and then we'll contact that person if it's we can get their address at some point. We'll send this out Wednesday or Thursday, whatever we can.
Yeah,
we'll have video Wednesday night probably on the winner of that, and I'll do a quick thank you and everything like that. And this video will be linked there so you can see what you're getting.
Yep. Tuesday at midnight is the end of the contest. And
Eastern time.
Eastern time. And yeah, thank you for watching. Please go back, check out the video we did to announce this. It's a really simple way to enter to win. There is a video on how to make this DCF stuff sack. All you need to do to enter is watch that video, like it, be subscribed, leave a comment. That way we can put your name into the
We'll do a random
we're going to do a
generator
random generator to choose the winner on Wednesday. So thank you very much.
We'll see you.